So, Kieron, here we are again. It's that time of the month. Welcome back onto the Soul Sync, firstly.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it always feels like it's only been 5 minutes between this one and the last one. But
Do you know what? I almost use you as a bit of a measure of the month, because when it comes back to seeing you again, I think, well, what have I done since the last time I saw Kieron? And do you know what? I love doing this with you because it makes me very aware, firstly, of the full moon. And I have a bit of a ritual now that the day I see you, in the evening of that day, I always do your meditation, and it's almost like my Kieron day. So yes, we were both saying before we started recording then, and I want to bring that up firstly. I've been feeling really low vibe and energy over this last week or two, and it's not like me. I'm normally very upbeat, normally full of beans. But you said you were feeling the same, and you mentioned Lionsgate, which I must admit, I know of it, Kieron, but I can't proclaim to be the biggest expert.
yeah, that's no worries. It's the 8th of the 8th was the time when the sort of conjunction between us and Sirius, our sort of central sun of our galaxy, aligns a little bit. And it was something that was venerated very much in ancient Egypt. They were big fans. Although this time of year was sort of fraught with challenging energy. So lots of potential, lots of possibilities for manifestation. But also challenging times after and around it. So it peaked on the 8th of the 8th up until the 12th, which was Monday. And what I think we're experiencing now is a bit of an energetic hangover, because the energies were very high and very intense for quite a long time, and obviously building up to the 8th and then slowly coming down. And so for many of us, we are kind of experiencing a hangover. So it's low frequency, it's low energy, it's this time of year is also called the dog days, when Sirius would appear back in the sky. And the dog days is a time when, it's hot and it's sticky, and the dogs are just sitting, lying there panting, going, oh God, I'm knackered, I don't want to do anything. And we feel that same kind of energy. We got Mercury retrograde as well at the moment. So that can lead to, challenges with the communication and stuff like that. And it's not just about communication with other people, but it's communication with aspects of ourselves as well, and our guides and that type of thing. So energy is at a premium at the moment. It's a tricky time, yeah. But there's lots of chat on social media about working with the energy of the violet flame, which is energy as transformation and change and alchemy. So visualizing a 7-pointed star around us, or using the violet flame in a myriad of different ways. There's loads of different versions of it. Then you can help to sort of clear that energy and release that energy and start to feel more human again.
I've never used the violet flame, to be totally honest with you, Kieron. It sounds bloody beautiful, if I'm honest. Where would you recommend that I start, or people start, if they've never done this or used the violet flame before?
Well, ironically, and this isn't product placement, but I am the guardian of the violet flame chakra for the world, which is on Leith Hill, where I grew up in Surrey. And a couple of weeks ago, I was guided to really do a little YouTube video of a very short breathing exercise and listening to an invocation for the violet flame, which I recorded a little sound and song for it. So you can find that on the YouTube. But it's, so you can listen to that. But as you type in violet flame exercises into YouTube search engines, or any search engine, you'll come up with a myriad of things. But seeing as I've done that one, I should probably promote.
Well, you've made
one.
it very easy for me. Thank you. And this definitely wasn't a product placement. I can assure you, we never even discussed the violet flame before we got going on this. I'll be checking that out, and I'll also put it in the show notes for people as well. So if you want to go and look at that, then it will be in the show notes. So the full moon this month, it's on the 19th, on Monday. Tell us about this month's full moon, Kieron.
So the full moon this month, it comes after the 1st of August, which is Lammas Lunar, which is about the first harvest. So it's a harvest time for berries and wheat, and it's a time for sort of giving thanks about having stuff and an abundance. And this time of year is very much about abundance. We've worked very hard all year to plant the seeds and sow the seeds and look after things and nurture them, and those ideals apply very much to ourselves as much as to the actual plants and crops out in the world. So our guided meditation is very much about that, about gathering a little, a little basket of goodies for ourselves and nurturing ourselves a little bit. I'm very much reminded of the pick your own fruit things when I was a kid, when it was very much I put one strawberry in the basket and put one strawberry in my face, and do that with lots of things.
I think we all do that. I think that's standard practice.
Absolutely. So this moon is about that energy, and I have sort of tying it in with the idea of the sturgeon, about deep-rooted energy. The sturgeon is obviously plentiful. They're very big fish, and really, very strangely, my dad had a sturgeon. We had a pond in the garden when I was a kid, and he bought a little sturgeon which was this big, and it disappeared because they are black, scaled and skinned, so you hardly ever saw it. But every now and again, you just see a swish of colour or a little bit of glint of silver in the darkness. So it's very much about sort of rummaging in around. Oh, hello. I'm losing my voice. Give me a second. So it's very much about rummaging in our own subconscious a little bit and reaping some rewards from the hard work that we've gone through to this point with this summer and sort of lunar or full moon.
It sounds what I was reading actually about this full moon, that sometimes people, the moon can be so large in August that people mistake it for a super moon, which I found quite interesting about this month's full moon. But I guess without further ado then, would you like to introduce your meditation, your full moon meditation for this month?
Sure. So take some time, just relax, get yourself in a nice frame of mind, get comfortable, get somewhere cool, and see if you can get a little breeze on you. If you get a chance to get near some water, a little bubbling brook or a stream or a river, then that'd be a lovely, beautiful place to go. Sunset would be ideal. And just relax. And with all of the full moon meditations, as with every energy work, the more you put into it, the more you get out. So if you actively get involved and do the work, then you'll get the rewards. So enjoy this full moon meditation for August. Take a few deeper breaths then. Listen to the world around you. Listen to the sound of my voice. Let your body find its own natural breathing rhythm and relax. Give your body and mind permission to relax. Let go of any tension in your legs and arms, in your head and neck. Let the gentle dance of the flute softly and gently relax you, take you away to a space of peace and calm. As you breathe more deeply, as you relax, softly and gently the world around you starts to fade and disappear. The walls and ceiling and floor around you melt away. A spiraling, swirling mist melts away the reality around you. The calm and gentle breathing helps you to feel like you gently fall backwards into a space of calm, relaxation, of peace of contentment. There is a sense of movement around you, a sense of travel. As we move between our world and the world of dreams, the world of magic. And through the spiraling, swirling, misty clouds, the radiant beauty of Mother Moon shines through. Electric blue, soft and gentle, loving and caring. The moonlight feels like a smile upon your skin. The sense of movement ceases. And the mist starts to recede. As it does, the scene before you is that of a bubbling brook. It is shallow here and dances and moves through stones. The water is pure and clear and soft and beautiful. Around you, the grass grows tall, and the hedgerow is laden with berries, with bounty, with blackberries, strawberries, all kinds of things. We are in the twilight, as Father Sun has just set, but the sky is still alive with his final breath of oranges and reds. The sky is still filled with the last rays of sun. Mother Moon is high in the sky, warm glow, golden, but still electric blue. The air is heady and thick, summer is warm and strong, and insects dance and move upon the breeze. Chasing them, the swallows dance and dive. They move with impossible grace, incredible speed, to collect their prey. Take a while to walk along the hedgerow. You find a basket in your hands. Take some time to fill it with this bounty and abundance, with this beauty of the hedgerow, of those fruits ready to be picked, of the grasses, of the wheat and corn, all manner of abundance within this beautiful field with a dancing, bubbling brook at its centre. Operate on a one for you, one for me basis. Take a blackberry, take a mouthful, enjoy the beautiful, sumptuous taste, but be minded to put the next one in the basket. Gather those things to you which you want and will and wish and need. and in a while my voice will return. With your basket as full as it needs to be, you are drawn back to the bubbling brook. You stand now in the centre of it, with your feet in the water. It is cool but not cold, it is refreshing and peaceful. And as you rest here a while, the water itself takes on a slightly magical, thicker, silvery texture. Let this magical water wash away at your feet, wash away at those worries and fears, the anxieties of your day-to-day life. Release those things ready to be released. Let go of those things you no longer need. Let the water carry them away downstream. And after a while, as you decide to walk down the stream itself, you will not catch up with these worries and anxieties. They are released and gone. You walk softly and gently in the water. Gently gets deeper and deeper to your calves, then your knees, and halfway up your thighs, The water level evens out here, and you walk around to your left around a bend. The brook, the stream, expands a little to a pool, the end of which there is a weir dancing and moving you can still hear. You know that where you stand is on the edge and the water gets deeper. Mother Moon is high in the sky above you now. She is high in the sky before you. Her soft, gentle, loving face reflected in the waters that only barely gently ripple and move. On a whim you decide to take a piece of fruit from the basket and throw it into the deep pool. It bubbles and bobbles here for a second before sinking, but before it can get too far it is sucked from the surface of the water by what appeared to be a large fish mouth. You cannot see this fish, but you have a sense of it moving and dancing underneath the water. You throw in another a little closer to you, and the same thing happens. The fruit disappears. One closer still, and this time just as the fruit disappears, you see a glimpse of scales. They are dark, almost black, with just the hintest veins of silver. This fish is almost ghost-like. It is a sturgeon. They are renowned for grubbing around at the bottom of pools. But under the light of Mother Moon, under this moon, they have come to feed. They have come to feed on those fruits. Those fruits are the hopes and dreams, your wishes and needs at this harvest time for these next few months. They are also those things you no longer need, those things you wish to release and let go. You spend a while throwing fruit, and the fish dutifully gathers it all. In your basket left now are ears of corn, of barley, of maize. You take them together and weave them into a corn doll, a simple human shape, a symbol of fertility, a guardian for those hopes and dreams, and for a good harvest. hold this doll to your chest for a while and imbue it with those hopes and dreams, those things you wish for and want, those hopes you have for yourself and for others. After a while, you place the corn doll in the basket and the basket upon the water. And as you do, you get a sense of movement around you. The sturgeon has come close. This enormous fish from the darkness is gently swimming around you. There is nothing to be afraid of. There is a sense of peace, of protection, of love. As Mother Moon shines down upon you, the scales dance. And the snout of the sturgeon looks almost dragon-like in the depths of the water. The gentle ripples move the basket and the corn doll upon them. The sturgeon then gently swims round before you and comes to the surface of the water. It moves its head out of the water and opens its mouth wide. Again, nothing to be scared of. It reveals to you inside this huge, gaping mouth a gift. Under the moonlight, under the essence of Mother Moon, the loving, electric blue, soft, gentle light shining upon the scales of this magnificent creature. Upon her tongue there is a key. It is made from all of the seeds of all of the fruit that you fed her with. It is a gift for you, should you wish it. As with all of these things, it is your choice to take it or not. If you do not, then the sturgeon will close her mouth and disappear back into the depths of the waters. But if you do, this silver key is a gift from her. You can take, and you are intuitively guided to regather the corn doll from the basket and place this key within the folds of those stalks of her body. And you are guided to place it within the stalks of the body of the doll. The sturgeon closes their mouth, swims around you once more, and fades into the depths of the water. The soft, gentle ripple of the reflection of Mother Moon, the only evidence that she was there. It is getting late, so you gather the corn doll to you, and you gently move out of the pool, back up the brook, into the meadow. You hold the corn doll in your hands and give thanks to Mother Moon. For this signifies the key to your progress over the next few months. And as you walk down the pathway back into the here and now, in your mind's eye, place this corn doll somewhere safe. So that those hopes and dreams can come to fruition. That the hopes and dreams can be unlocked with this key. As you walk down the path back towards the sound of my voice, the images start to fade, and the swirling mist returns once more. You are drawn back now, back to the sound of my voice, back to the sound of the flute, back into your body, back to your fingers and toes. These you can gently move and wiggle, back to your heart and your breath, to breathe in more deeply and out. To send some roots out from your feet down into the ground to ground yourself. The mist recedes, the walls and ceiling and floor return. Back into this here, back into this now, grounded, protected, calm and relaxed. Without rushing, but as soon as you're ready, open your eyes and return.